gonna do the intro, and then we'll roll right into it. Point at you, say your names. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
All right. Welcome to the Comedy Sandbox. I'm here. Let me start over. Welcome to the Comedy Sandbox. I'm here with my comedian buddies.
Jeff Sproge
Joe Holt.
I'm JR Timothy. Let's go ahead and get started.
Right. I've done comedy here at Comedy Sports for, it's been almost 5 years, I think. I just don't know if I should be looking at the camera right now or if I'm talking
You can look
to you.
at that camera.
Look back at me.
Or this
Okay.
camera, which is just framed on you and Joe.
Okay. Wow.
Or you can look at me and
Okay.
not look at the camera.
Okay.
Like we're having a conversation right
yeah.
now.
I see
Okay.
validation so much at just looking at the camera, like,
Yeah.
Am I doing good?
Love me, please. Love me. So I've been doing comedy here for about 5 years. I really just kind of fell into it. I've always been more of the, at least I feel more of the quiet guy, but always trying to think of a joke, and if I can think of a good one, I'll say it. And as the years have gone on, even if I can't think of a good one, I'll just say the bad joke anyways and, keep my fingers crossed. But my brother started doing the classes here. He's like, you should try it. I did the beginner classes, was still interested, and I just kept coming. And then one day I just appeared on stage.
Who's funnier, you or your brother?
My brother is. He knows all the rules of improv. He's a great teacher. I think sometimes I fall into jokes that might be funnier, but I would definitely say I looked up to him, even though I'm taller, so I looked down. See, that's one of the bad jokes, but I still said it anyways.
It was kind of funny.
Okay. Well, all right.
Good job.
Yeah.
That was a good joke, Jeff.
Okay.
Validated.
That was it, guys.
All right, I like this. This is a very positive environment.
Yeah. So, Joe, tell us about yourself.
So I'm the youngest of...
All right, enough of that.
I was waiting for you to say something.
I'm the youngest of 6 kids, so I need attention.
Do you?
I do.
Okay,
I love
baby,
this
get out.
spot. All right. This is
Take
not
you and your cheekbones out of here.
not a positive environment like I thought. No, I am the youngest of 6 kids, and so I would always be hanging out with my older siblings and their friends, and I always wanted to look cool in front of them and fit in. And my siblings are funny. They're fun to be around. They're clever people, and so I think I just kind of always had that mentality of just wanting to be cool and be fit in with a group. And so I've always been kind of a performer. I started dancing in high school, and then I went to BYU, Idaho, and I'd always kind of been interested in comedy, especially stand-up. I'd seen a lot of stand-up that I loved, Brian Regan, John Mulaney, Mike Birbiglia, and a bunch of others. And then actually you started doing a stand-up workshop at BYU, Idaho when I was there. And
I did.
Yeah.
That train wreck of a workshop.
It was so fun.
No, it was fun. It was a lot of fun, but had any respectable stand-up comedian been at that workshop, they would have ripped us apart.
It was perfect for a fledgling comedian like myself.
Wait, did he charge for the workshop?
It was a minimal fee.
Minimal fee.
I had no idea what to expect. So
yeah, he came out to my van in the back, and that was where everyone gave the fee.
Okay, good.
Yep.
That was one too many yups.
So yeah, I started going to the stand-up workshop that you started, and started doing terrible stand-up. And then I did the sketch group, and that was fun. I did that first semester, and then one of my friends from that group, Jared Bell, moved down here around the same time I did, out down to Provo, and he was like, hey, you should do Comedy Sports, learn how to do improv with me. And I was like, oh, fine. I feel like I should learn how to do improv just, so that I can say that I've done it as a comedian. I need the experience, and I actually fell in love with it. So, and I've been doing mostly improv ever since, but I do stand-up every once in a while here and there.
Very nice. How did you get involved with Comedy Sports? Aside from Jared Bell, did you have to take the classes?
Yes. Yeah, so I started doing the beginner workshop in March or April of 2014. So it's been about 3 years now. Exactly 3 years that I started doing improv.
That's good. And when did you do your first show here?
Oh, that's a good question. Maybe
You tried your best to forget it.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
Tanya was in a pinch and she just grabbed you and threw you on stage.
Yeah, that's how we run things around here. No, I feel like it took forever for me to get in because I started doing it after the big rebellion, after a bunch of people left. And people were getting promoted to do shows left and right because we lost a bunch of people. And
They're called the defectors. That's
the rebellion.
Yeah,
yes,
the rebellion.
the coup,
The coup d'etat.
the great schism of comedians,
The continental divide.
the tectonic drift.
The
Yeah,
Mariana
that's what it
Trench of comedies. I bet I can come up with at least 2 more.
There are many geographic and geologic formations that I think are fitting that we don't need to go into.
The Pangea earthquake.
The great volcano of people leaving.
I think I've made the wise choice by not saying any of those terrible geographical location things that you said. Because I don't even know what that means. So.
Well, not all of us could be homeschooled, Jeff. So.
I actually was homeschooled for about a year and a half.
Awkward.
And then I left because I was a terrible
Didn't
child.
like the teacher?
Yeah. I was a terrible child to my mom, it turns out, when she's my teacher and I am her only student.
How old were you
I was like
when she
11.
gave up on you?
Wait, but you had 6
12.
siblings though, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So she home taught them too?
No, just me. It was a one.
Just you.
Wait, why?
I was the experiment.
Why did she only home teach you? Were you the runt of the litter?
Not home teach.
Sorry,
My
homeschool.
dad did that.
Homeschool.
Man.
Sorry.
And occasionally our home teachers did that. Occasionally. I was the youngest. Like the next youngest is almost 6 years older than me. So I think I was an accident. I'm okay if I
You were
was.
the uh-oh.
Yeah. So I was just around for the ride. And, I've had a good life. I've had a good run so far. What were we
That's
talking
good.
about?
I was asking you to introduce yourself
Got
Oh,
very
right.
dark.
Yeah, so that's...
in comedy.
That's me. That's
Your experience in comedy. Okay, so you did a really bad workshop of stand-up up at BYU, Idaho.
thanks to you.
Thanks to me. No, it wasn't me. I did not start I Laugh. Oh, the name was terrible too. I Laugh.
Everything
That's what
at
it
that
was.
school starts with I. We tried to do the Apple thing, and it's so...
Well, it made sense because it's BYU, Idaho, so we're BYU-I, so we could get away with it, but like
Maybe the
everything was
workshop should have been "I'm so lonely." Or,
that would have been appropriate.
I'm so lonely.
Everyone at BYU, Idaho is even more lonely than everyone at BYU.
Yeah. At first, it was supposed to be something like Last Comic Standing, but
yeah.
that didn't.
that
didn't pan
actually
out.
that would have been fun.
Yeah, I think they do something. They might do something like that now, or they might have tried. I don't know.
I feel like the pool of participants is much smaller in Rexburg, Idaho than
Yeah.
basically anywhere else.
There are just not a lot of good comedians in Rexburg, but they're there. There are funny people there. It's just hard to congregate them
Yes,
to one location,
it's true.
and it's rough. But there were the sketch group got better every semester. I remember when that started, but Academy of Comedy was the reigning king. So was comedy.